Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
Also, I'm sad because we lost Hamidou, but also I feel incredibly sad for Hamidou. He's going to the freaking Pistons. They're a dumpster fire. Like that does, like if all Hamidou wants is just to play a lot, and he doesn't really, I mean, he'll get that and he'll play plenty. But I mean, Woj said like they see him as part of their future, and it's like, oh my gosh, dude, like that's just where good players go to die. So at least Jeremy,
Yo, peeps, how's it going? Today, we are on one today. You can see my face is a little bit red, pink. I've had a few in me right now. And I'm about to go in. This is coming from Boom Hoops, something. It's an OKC podcast. They have a large following, okay? Talking about the Diallo trade. I don't know where to begin. Calling the Detroit Pistons a dumpster fire. Time out. Pause. Let's talk something real quick. How many rings does OKC have? Okay, so I thought. How many rings do the Detroit Pistons have? 3. Okay, very good. Where did Troy Weaver come from? OKC. Okay, very good. Troy Weaver got one of his guys he knows what brings to the team. And you guys have to realize, not every team is a contender right away. The Detroit Pistons are not rebuilding, but restoring. And Troy Weaver has said this. This is not a rebuild because we have a culture. It's a restoring because we have 3 championships. Because we have 3 banners. Back to back with the bad boys. And then we repeated history again with the going to work Pistons where we beat Kobe and Shaq and we embarrassed them fools. We have had some of the greatest defensive teams, not in the last 20 years or 30 years, but of all time walk through these doors. We've had some of the game's most talented defenders. Isaiah Thomas is a top 3 point guard of all time. Troy Weaver knows what the Detroit Pistons need, and Diallo is a guy that fits the Detroit Pistons brand. What's OKC doing right now? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. How the hell is it worse? Because the Detroit Pistons have a worse record? Because we're one of the worst teams in the NBA? Once we get Cade, Mobley, Suggs, Green in this draft, we're going to be off and rolling. We took Jeremy Grant, who was in OKC, who was in Denver, and he's balling out right now. We have 4 rookies we took this year who all have high potential. Who knows? The sky's the limit for any of them. So many people want Sadiq Bey. You ain't getting them. Now we're putting Diallo with this core group that we have that, and again, in 2 to 3 years is going to shock the world, and many people are not going to want to play the Detroit Pistons because of our young core and what they could become. We're absolutely not a dumpster fire. Sure, Dwayne Casey might be a little bit questionable at times, but once we get this roster built the right way, I'm sure he's going to be a good coach for us. And if not, Troy Weaver will fire Dwayne Casey and bring in a coach who is capable of helping these young guys perform well. And you're damn right, Diallo is going to be a member of this core because of how good he is. He's a great individual defender, super athletic. Right now he's averaging about 12 points per game, and that's only going to get better. I guarantee you, for the guys who are on this podcast, that Dwayne Casey and Troy Weaver are going to develop this kid to where he's going to be a better three-point shooter. I almost guarantee it. This is why I don't like when other YouTubers talk about the Detroit Pistons who are not Detroit Pistons fans, because they don't get the memo. They don't understand. They like watching the Lakers. They like watching the Celtics, who over multiple generations have had historically great teams. No one likes the Detroit Pistons because they're not Detroit Pistons fans. We don't need to be flashy. We don't need superstars. We beat you our way. And Diallo is a guy who's going to help incorporate that. This made me so furious today because your team that you said is not a dumpster fire, the OKC Thunder. Again, I'm not ripping the Thunder fans. I actually have rooted for OKC multiple times. You have had Russell Westbrook. I'm going to say Wilson. You've had Westbrook, who is a multiple-time MVP. He averaged a triple-double multiple times throughout a season. You've had Kevin Durant, who has won multiple scoring titles, MVPs, finals. You've had James Harden, who has had multiple scoring titles and MVPs. You've wasted what could have been. So if you want to talk about dumpster fires, talk about your own damn team. Your team is their own dumpster fire. Don't talk about us like that, bro. This has got me heated because you don't understand what's happening with the Pistons. We're kind of rebuilding, but it's not labeled a rebuild. It's a restoring because of our previous success. We have yet to rebuild after that 04 team. We have had our hiccups. We have been a dumpster fire for the last 10, 15 years. But now since your guy, Troy Weaver, has come here, it's different. And I figured you guys would have been a little bit more positive about this because Troy Weaver is here. You know what Troy Weaver brings to the table. He's the reason you guys took Westbrook when many people said that was a bad draft pick. And you guys aren't going to slander Westbrook because that's your guy. So you should have a little bit more faith in Troy Weaver, what he's trying to do here. That's all I'm trying to say. You guys aren't going to like Mykhailiuk. You're going to watch his Summer League highlights. You're going to be like, man, this guy's amazing. It's not going to be all that. I'm telling you right now, the Pistons won this trade by a mile. It is not even close. Diallo is going to get meaningful minutes. He's probably going to start for the Pistons. Once you see Killian Hayes come back, that backcourt is going to be lethal on defense. You got two great perimeter defensive players there. Plus you got Jeremy Grant and Josh Jackson on the wing who are great individual defenders. All the Pistons need to do is secure that rim protection down low, and they're going to be a great defensive team. Yeah, you might say we're a dumpster fire right now because of our record. But we're tanking. We're trying to get Cade, Mobley, Suggs, Green. We're trying to get one of these guys who's going to come in here and change this franchise. And once we do, you're not going to want to be saying bad things about the business. I can already see right now on Twitter, you got hit with the candy, bro. You guys ain't happy right now. That's why you got to watch what you say out there, bro. You can't be talking reckless without backing it up. But do you? You know, I'm not trying to knock you. You guys have great success. You have a great show. Kudos to you guys. But don't be saying the Pistons are a dumpster fire because we're not. We're absolutely not. We've lost Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose, Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, Bruce Brown, who are all good players. And quite frankly, we've already got players that have higher potentials than some of the young guys we've let go. Sadiq Bey is better than Luke Kennard. Isaiah Stewart is going to be better than Bruce Brown. We've already got this in correlation. Saban Lee, ton of potential. We traded for DSJ. He's been playing better than he did for the Knicks. He's still got a long way to go. Killian Hayes, coming back off an injury. We've got to see how he's going to go. But the young guys we drafted this year alone should give you guys some hope. But you're talking reckless. That being said, let me know what you guys think about this video, man. I want to hear your thoughts, questions, concerns about it down below. Instagram, Twitter, DSMers in the link, man, in the description. Check it all out. And I will see you guys in the next one. And that's the bottom line because Double D said so. Stay safe. Peace out.